Okay. Hope everyone's doing well, and remember, it's time to share our results with each other. Accountability time, right? So, if you've been watching my videos at all, so far in 2026, my goal has been to save $5,000 because I have things I need to take care of, which is to finish my tiny home with the utilities tied in and everything from the plumbing so that I'm fully operational. So, that's still my goal. And I have it lined out for someone to do that for me. We just await as I have time the funds to do it, right? So, I've been doing the envelope challenge. And before we get in, it's going to take a minute this time. We're going to do a recap, and then I'm going to talk about a little bit of stuff. And then we'll get to counting and see the March 2026 results as far as my envelope savings challenge, 100 envelope savings challenge, and where I'm at. Now, this month was a little bit different. It wasn't simply just me saving as much as I can, which that still existed, but I had some things happen this month. It's unusual, it's uncommon. Sometimes you have uncommon income, so we'll talk about that. And we'll get started. So recap, January this year I saved $536 for the month. Then we had February of $874, so that had us sitting at $1,410 toward that $5,000 goal. Now, the month of March, I had sales, my own personal sales for my business and any commissions. Remember, I have a resale business outside of working full time. I had a bonus this year in March. Let's see what else would it be a factor of. Oh, and obviously saving above what I spent in my bills and extras and everything like that. So before I get started, I want to also say that whenever you're really working hard and you're very intentional about saving money, sometimes it gets to where you feel like you're bogged down, you can't do anything in life and all that. So I've been kind of in that mode for a while, kind of in survival mode. Again, if you've watched my videos, you kind of know where I'm at. So I went to a concert for the first time in March, and I'm just going to tell you this, and because I don't want you to lose momentum when you're saving and you're trying your best and you're doing everything you can, and you never know what's going to come along and trip it up and all that. So I went to a concert for the first time in a long time and really enjoyed myself. Went with my sister, so it was really fun for my sister and I to get out. We haven't done things a lot while we've been really concentrating on trying to run our business and being committed to customers and things like that. And so anyway, I will say that I spent no more than $300 on that trip. That's my gas, that's my eats, and then that's the concerts. It's really, really fun. I went to see Alabama in concert in Oklahoma. It was fun. We had so much fun, we tuckered ourselves out, obviously. So don't think that you can't take time and still do this while you're in the grind, and know that as long as it's not, extravagant. I'm not going to say something specific, because if somebody does it, it's going to offend them. But I would not go on an extravagant trip that takes a lot of what you've saved to go do it. So I'll just say that. Life still has to happen while we do the best we can and get through each day and all that. So without further ado, this time in my envelope challenge, I know I didn't check in, and I apologize for that. There's a lot going on this time of year. People have to remember to do their income taxes by the deadline for the IRS. You got to stop and do all that, whether it's personal or business or both. You got to, there's lots of stuff going on. So I didn't check in as often, but here I am. I got the whole shebang. This is how many envelopes I was able to put money in. But this is kind of a funny story. I'm not used to having too much money. Not a whole lot each month, right? Because I'm doing this monthly. And sorry, my little Yorkie, they're playing. They're sisters, they're playing. She's deciding to talk to her sister and trying to get her to run and play. So She'll settle down in a minute. But she got me forgetting where I was going. I was doing the envelope challenge. I told you I saved this many, got that many filled. Oh, that it's busy and I didn't check in as often, so I'm gonna do it all here right now. And oh, and a funny story. That's what it was. A funny story is, I went to the bank the other day after I got off work from my job. I work from home. And so I went up there and I was all proud, you know, I was going to get the money that I have into the in my account, right, as we go the month or whatever. And I was going to get out the extra that I needed to get out to have for my savings challenge and all that. Well, let's be honest, I wasn't going to try to make sure I had enough, like the 1s to 5. When you're going to get it from a bank account. Now, if you're saving the 1 and 5 and 20 and 100 and all that here, you know, as your month goes and you got the cash in your hand, you put it in there. It makes sense to try to fill the envelopes. Well, this time, I had a combination of that, obviously, through the month. But this time, I also needed to get like a large sum of money, a larger sum than my norm, anyway, out of the bank. So that it would be toward this challenge, because that's what it was going to be for. I didn't need to use it for anything else. I didn't have an emergency. Still, thank God, knock on wood, no emergency, right? Like, no wreck, no flat tire, no stuff with the house, no, you know, right? So, I'm still good there. So that's good. That's a blessing. You never know when that's going to happen. So, I went to the bank, and I went through the drive-thru. I was just thinking, well, I'm just going to fill out a check and withdrawal, and no big deal, and all that. Filled it out, sent it in. The girl comes back on the screen, and she says, well, ma'am, we have a daily limit at the drive-thru. You can't get that much back. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just come in. And she goes, oh, we're closed for the day. So, needless to say, I got what I could, and I went on home. And I thought, you know, whatever. Because I'm excited about the saving stuff. Excites me, right? It gives you that motivation and momentum to keep going. And I just wanted to have it all so I could put them off anyway. So let's give it a day or two, right? And so anyway, I got back to the bank. I got the rest of what I wanted, which was good. And so I put it in the envelope and all that. So to say all that is to say I had a hitch with the bank because they didn't want to give me that much to the drive-thru. So just saying. And then the other part is, because I went to the bank and got that sum at one time, there was a lot of hundreds involved in all that. So naturally, once you get your hundreds and your 90s and blah, blah, blah filled out, you know, you got large bills, and I'm not going to go back and forth and try to get change and all that. So as I reveal these, this time, it's a little different. I have no idea how much I've saved. I mean, got a clue, but not I don't know the end result, okay? But I will say that I gotta check on what they're doing. Hold on. Oh, they're just playing with the toy. Duh. I was wondering what was crinkling. Anyway. Oh, as I open these, I'm gonna show you the amount. Okay, like I always do. But don't be surprised when there's more in it than that. My rule for myself in this round was I wasn't gonna put an amount in the envelope that was less than what was in the envelope. I wanted to, like, if I had more than $21 and I didn't have a way to split it because I didn't have envelopes that would make that same amount I had in my hand, I would just put the extra in here, whatever that is, maybe way extra. Anyway, so as I pull them, don't be surprised when it's not what's, you know, not what's in there. This one's a little different. And here we are going to get started. I have a lot to do. It's going to take a moment, and then we'll count it. And that will be the March total. So let's get going. 21. And I'm going to put the money in front of me like I always do. I just put it down here, but I show you, and then I put it down for me. So I got $21. 20 and 1. This is going to get interesting. $1. $1. $3. $3. And I hate the way turning money on that, so I'm not going to try to do all that. I like my money turned all one way, but if you know, you know. But I'm trying not to fiddle with that. Just going to show you and go. 22. 22. I hope that y'all have gotten, oh, I'm sorry, 2. I guess I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm going to try. Boy, the girls got rowdy. All right, we got 4 and 4. I'm trying not to worry about the bills. They can just turn off this one. I'll fix it later. $6. $6. 20. 20. Hey, so far so good, right? 80. 80. I know how to count so far. Now, it gets a little wild and crazy, trust me. It's not all going to be exact. 100. 100. 99. You know, 100. That's 99, right? 98. 100. You see where I was going with that. I was not about to go to the bank and tell them that I need ones and buying that. No. Don't overthink it, folks. 97. 100. 96. 100. 95. 100. 94. 100. 93. 100. 92. 100. 91. You see where I'm going with that? 100. We'll try to speed it along. 90. 100. 89. 100. 88. 100. 87. 100. 86. 100. Envelope avalanche. The girls come help me. Please hold. I better get them before they're all gone. I was lucky though. That was the empty ones. They fell off where I'm putting them. Okay, 85. 100. 84. 100. By the way, this one, see how it looks different? Someone started looking different. That one's in 1996. 83. 100. That one's in 1996. 82. 100. That one's in 1996, I think. 81. 100. 1996. 79. 100. 1996 $100 bill. They're definitely different looking than the new ones, or newer ones. 78. 100. See, those are the new ones with the little, you know, they look much newer. That's a 2009. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you the year on all of them. I just knew that one was different. Or those few were different. 77. 100. 76. 100. 75. 100. 74. 100. 73. 100. 72. 100. 71. 100. 70. 100. 69. 100. 68. 100. 40. 40. Look at there. I said 40 and that's what was in there. How about that? 60. 60. 37. 40. 38. 40. 39. 40, 19, 20, 18, 20, 17, 20, 16, 20, 15, 20, 14, 20, 13, 20, 12, 20, 11, 20, 5, 5, 10, 10, 25, look at there, 25, 25, 26, 40, 59, 60, 67, 100, 66, 100, 65, 100, 64, 100, 63, 100, 62, 100, and 61 is 100. That makes all the envelopes that I showed you that I had money in. Plus, you know, there's a little bit more of the sack that fell, and I wanted to protect it from the dogs, and yeah. Okay, so here we go. We got this stack of 100s. This stack of 20s. This is funny this time. There's no 10s. This little stack of 5s. And these are my 1s. So, we are going to count it. Here's the 100s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1,100, 1,200, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 3,000. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So that's 3,800. 3,800. Remember that. Y'all know me. 3,800. 3,800s. Now, let's double check that. We'll do the quick math. 3,800, right? 38 $100 bills should be $3,800, right? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 3,800. Okay, here we go. Now we're to the 20s. Alright, here we go. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60. Whew. Let me do that again. 760, I think. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60. That's right. So, 760 and 20s. The 5's not going to be that much. And then we'll add it all up. I got it on paper this time. 5, these are 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25. And then we have the ones with not that many. 1, 2 stacked together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So that gives us 14 in ones, $25 in 5s, 760 in 20s, and 3,800 in hundreds. So I'm going to add it up. Y'all double check me. Let's see if we get the same math. 9. That's funny. 96.9. 5. Is that right? Yeah. 4,599. That ain't too shabby. All right. So now, that was exciting. All right. So now, just to recap, right? I had $1,410 to date before March. So we've got to take $1,410 and add in $4,599 for a grand total through the month of March of 2026 of, do the math with me, 900. Oh my gosh, is that right? 9090. $6,009. I am $1,000 over my total goal, but I'm going to keep on going because anybody that knows, there's always that rainy day that just can hit any day, right? So I hope this motivates you. Tell me how you've done, or if you've gotten started. No time is the wrong time to start. Try to just do something, right? Don't compare yourself to others. Don't try to beat them. Beat your personal best. If your personal best is 0 because you never thought about it, then guess what your personal best can start out being? $1, right? So, I hope that motivates you. I'm going to keep going. There's no telling how far things are going to go. But you never know what you can do until you try. So until April, keep on saving and tell me what you think. How you doing? Keep motivated. Have a good 2026.